Today we're gonna make acrylic plates for all my gel plates. I wanted to buy these on the internet already made, and when I found out the big gel plate, how much just the big gel plate was gonna be, I decided to buy some plexiglass, a big sheet of plexiglass, 24 by 24, and have my guest crafter, my husband, cut it up for me. I wanted to show you the process, and honestly, I couldn't be more thrilled with the results. Okay, this is going to be a little bit different video because I didn't videotape every single bit of the process, but I do have pictures of lots of it because I'm going to be writing a blog post, and this is how the plexiglass came. I'll put a link below to the one I bought. I think it was like $24. And the one plate that I was going to buy for the big gel press was way over $24. So this was a great project. Okay, if you're super good at math, I bet you could have figured out all the ways that you could get the most out of this. But I had like 5 big gel plates and then like 6 or 7 littler gel plates. And what I did was I just put them down onto the piece of plexiglass, and then I was going to use a metal ruler and a metal ruler and a Sharpie, and the plexiglass has like this coating on it, so it didn't show up in the final product. You could, of course, always use a little bit of alcohol to take off the Sharpie marks if you needed to. But this way, I was able to I tried to make the fewest cuts as possible. So if I could make a whole line go down and fit them in, that seemed to be the most realistic way to do it. All right, so I have all the cuts. I used a metal ruler to show the lines. And then I used a Sharpie marker to do that. Johnny, our guest crafter, thank you, sir, is using a clamp to hold it on his little man tool thing here. It's on like little feet. Okay, Johnny's over there. So there's like a little ratty edge. All right, this is definitely a learning process. We got one that came out perfect, like a square, and we have 2 that kind of broke, but that's okay because they were actually too big for the space. So I'm gonna have Johnny just square them off. But you can see it tends to kind of nibble up the sides, right? So, and it kind of ate up my battery a little bit. But the straight cuts work super well. It seems like if you get even a little bit off, then it starts to split. Okay, so these are the results. We had 2 casualties. So these are pieces that are just kind of wonky. That happened when Johnny first started doing it. I think the one trick that he figured out was you don't try to do it in long cuts, you do it in shorter, choppier bursts. We have a whole stack of perfect ones, or relatively good ones. And then we have the money shot, which is the giant piece that's for my giant plate I just bought. And then I was going to use the little sander paper on all of them, and I thought, to heck with that. So I have this little mouse sander. If you don't have a mouse sander yet, I have had this obviously for years. What it is it's this little tiny mouse, and it has all these little sandpaper doogies you can put on it, and it sands like a dream. So for sure, if you don't have a mouse sander, get that to finish yours off. So they didn't come out perfectly square, but check this out. So number one, they're about 1 billion times cheaper than buying acrylic box, right? But look at that. That is exactly what I need it to do. I used a bunch of different kinds of sandpaper. It seemed like this is super fine wood sandpaper. It made it really soft around the edges, so it will not, it's not gonna cut you or anything while you're using it. And this is gonna be just perfect for making, using with my new gel presses. Okay, prepare to be super jelly. Here's my little guys. So I have my circles there, and my square there, my big circle. My two, nope, that's a long one. 2 triangles. I have all of my big ones on a plate, and then I had some of the plastic covers, and then I didn't have any. I was super bummed, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'll just cut up that plastic cover for the big one I just bought, and it fit perfectly. And now all my gel plates can hang out together. Hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life.